Hi guys. So what is Lana? What is all about? What is Lana8wonder and all these mysterious questions? First of all, Lana8wonder is a very utopic idea. It's the idea that 100 pounds, euros, dollars is going to become worth 100 million. And most of you will say, oh, this is Ponzi scheme, this is, pyramid, this is, this cannot happen, and so on and so forth. And I understand you. I completely understand you. Now, you need to know that I'm not a naive person. I am in finance for all my life. And I was never in any pyramid scheme because I just know to detect them, I just know what it is pyramid and what is not pyramid. Actually, the paradox is that everything in life is pyramid, and the triangle is the basic structure of the nature. And you should not avoid pyramid, you should not avoid triangle, but you should know how to do that properly. And I always say, okay, I told you it is a Ponzi scheme, it is a pyramid. Wait, slow down, guys. Anyway, first of all, I'm going to give you a question that was the question that it took me literally 10 years to understand, that. So observe the nature. In the nature, for example, when your mother and your father make a love, the first cell was created that the name is zygota. And then mitosis started. This is like how the splits are splitting. And your body has right now around 35 trillion cells. This is literally from 1 cell to 35 trillion cells. That means like from €1 to 35 trillion euros in 15 years. So nature really knows very good to work with the exponential equation. Just we don't. And now is the question, what is that what we don't see in our lives, and nature does do it every day. And look, this very interesting thing, how you breathe air. You breathe air with ease, and you cannot be without air for a few minutes. You can live without air, you can live without money for sure for a week, but you are constantly stressed about the money. So do you see that there is maybe something what we are not aware? And this is the question, and this is the quest of my life. It took me literally all my life to figure it out how these things works. And now I'm putting it into the practice. So really the idea that 100 euros, pounds, dollars is going to become 100 million, it is utopic idea. But if you put it into the right perspective, it is not anymore, because nature does it every day. So I hope that at least a little bit I open you, that you will say, okay, I'm going to try to listen, try to a little bit, not be immediately overwhelmed with doubts, but at least give a chance to hear or to allow yourself to hear. First of all, you have to know that what I'm recording, I don't give a fuck if you're going to step into Lana8wonder or not. I just don't care. Why? Because right now we already have a stable structure of people into Lana8wonder that are more, right now is more than enough people that is enough for the whole thing that we want to build all over the world. So if you step into that or not, to me, doesn't change anything. It's literally the favor you're doing to yourself. However, Lana is not growing. Now understand me that very, very clear. Lana is not growing because you are stepping inside with 100 euros. Not at all. Because people are limited. Of course, if that would be the basis, of course, sooner or later, there would not be enough people and the system would collapse. Of course. I'm not naive about it. And but Lana is not growing, although I know that paradoxically on the long term, everyone is going somehow to be part of that Lana8wonder. But that's not important thing. Let's see how Lana literally truly gets the liquidity. It is getting to the consuming. Now, how? Look, we have collectively agreed price that cannot, or that is literally very stable, because everyone that is part of that, we are having voting, and we vote for the system, and it's 100% accepted. So if we want to change it has to be 100% of people ready for the change. So we agreed about the price and how the price is going to grow. And this agreement with this stable and people behind it are people who are in Lana8wonder. So they have all the interest that Lana grows on that way. And it's collectively agreed. If something is collectively agreed and you don't have possibility to go around, because if you do, because everything is transparent, you are immediately unregistered. So everyone has interest to hold that price, to hold that agreement. That's the most important thing. Here is, if you are on the bicycle and you ride the bicycle, if you fall into the fear, then the bicycle is going to fall, then you are going to fall out of the bicycle. And this is how market prices normally works. So everyone is growing, and then once someone is getting into the fear, start to sell, and the whole market goes. And that's why constantly we are collapsing into the real market. And then you try to figure, this analyze this is good foundation. Forget it. Everything is the illusion already. So make that illusion stable. That's the key. And this is what we are building. We are building this illusion of finance very stable with the awareness, not by just hoping, but really knowing what we are doing. And this is why the price is constantly stable. Now we are split 4. Now it's going to come split 5, and nobody is even thinking to go into some in a different direction, and it cannot, because it's simply done on that way. So this is what holds the price stable. So now go from here on. Now, how the consuming is working. So we are having split that that what is worth 100 euros or pounds right now is going in the next split be worth 200. So because it's doubling. Of course, splits are will slow down. Right now, they are going to go a little bit faster because of there's not enough liquidity, and this is why it's going to speed up. But then sooner or later, it's going to slow down, like growing the body. In the beginning, in first 15 years, you grow fast, and then it slowly slows down, and then you have the same body, it's the same, almost the same size, depends from people, for the whole life, or the tree, very fast into the height, and then slowly goes thicker and thicker in next 100 years. So the same is also here. So now, every split it goes for 100%. That literally means that what is worth today 100 is going to be worth in the next split 200. So now, look at that magic. When someone comes into the shop and try to buy things, then literally what happens is that this person, or the distant transaction happens, they need to have registered at Lana's. In that moment, the transaction is done on a way, I'm going to simplify now the things, is done on a way that from behind this transaction, despite the fact that someone pays in euros into the shop, behind the transaction in Lana's is done. And these Lana's are going to the investor. So the one who is financing that sales. And this guy is getting for 100 Lana's and is paying for this 100 Lana, let's say from 100 euros or pounds Lana's, is paying 120 to the shop. Why? because shops get 20% more if he's selling through that concept. So he has a big incentive, big interest, to sell through that. At the same time, I'm simplifying now things. At the same time, this investor is paying another 20 euros to the buyer. So that buyer also, that when he gets and buy this, gets 20% off. So both are getting 20%. So it's a big motivation, for on both sides to literally make a transaction through that. This investor has literally invested 140 euros or pounds into something that is right now worth 100. But in the next split, that grows to 200. And in that moment, he is liquidating that to the new cycle of consumership, and he's literally gaining 60 pounds, euros into that transaction. So everyone is gaining a lot. But at the beginning, someone needs to have these Lanas and needs to have these registered Lanas. And right now there's only 6 million Lanas into the whole circulation. So unregistered Lanas, there are 3 billions, but this one are only 5 millions. And we are having Lana8wonder, and everyone that is having Lana8wonder is slowly selling into that consumership. Of course, consumership also is using that, but we are also selling that towards that. And from here on, we are getting money, not out of I don't know what. It's very simple math behind it. It's very profound, it's very simple, it's very interesting, it's like a game, but this game actually serves everyone. It serves the economy. It serves people that are buying, it serves people that are selling, it serves Lana8wonder, it serves investors. But something that is for me even more important is that we are going to finance through that structure only the focus. Then our main focus is towards consuming that is based on sustainability, on a long term, on a helping, on a being part of that nature. Look, I'm not against any big company. Also, they are part of that, and they will become part of that. But you will get incentive. So if you will get 20% incentive, you need to modify your business towards every day, towards more and more and more good for the nature. So even if for today you have an organic shop and you get 20%, you will need to advance. It's not enough organic shop. It will need to be local. It will need to be really to the whole chain that you start to think about the nature. And you will need constantly to progress if you will want to have that. So everyone has this opportunity to get this 20%, but it's not like, okay, I just got 20% and I don't need to do nothing. No, we need to change the economy. This economy, how it's right now organized, we are going to literally destroy our own home. What is wrong with us? So this economy is literally intentionally used to save our assets, to save literally the economy that is destroying our environment. Not by saying you are not doing things right, but literally motivating through the incentives to do things that are right for all of us, for our kids, for the next generation, and so on. So this Lana is much more profound, is much more beautiful thing than only cash behind it. Yeah, it's cool that we can put both things together, but literally to me, as you can see, this is my villa where I live. I literally live in 12 square meter large house. I live off grid. Guys, I already lived that way and I enjoy life. This is my place. I enjoy this place and I build it by myself. I really love it. I already live that way, but still I am so much into that. So can you see into what direction we go? I'm not saying that you will need to all live on that way, And I'm also not living only on that way, you know. I also have an apartment, but I am 80% of the time I am in the nature because I enjoy, I get here all the motivation, I get here all these crazy ideas because I just observe nature, how nature works, then take it into that world, how we humans are doing or not doing, or we should do and we don't do things, and then put that together and then come back in nature for another inspiration. And that's how I live my life. And you can see on my face that I am happy, I am fulfilled, I am everything, you know. And that's the most beautiful thing, because at the end, that what will make you cool, feel right, is not how much money you are going to have, but how you are going to literally experience the feelings of abundance. Money is going to relax you to some degree, but then you need still to relax yourself in order to be able to use this money. Not, I want to prove I have now Ferrari. Man, Ferrari is a cool car. I don't say you can buy it. I don't care. I don't have it, and I will not, most probably, I will not say that I will not have it, but it's like, you know, it's not about that. It's really, do I enjoy that Ferrari? If you enjoy, take it, you know. But don't take it to prove someone else that you have succeeded, because that's stupid thing. And this is what most people do with the money, and that is where the energy is not right. So why you are having money is more important. Guys, I believe this is enough. So maybe this video is recorded also for the purposes of my friends and of my friends' friends, especially those who are already in Lana's. I said to everyone, look, this is what we built. I just want to give you the information, and you decide on your own whether you are going to step in a Lana8wonder or not. You're not going to do me any favor if you are going to do yourself a favor. Just to have the notification, because honestly, I have quite a lot of friends, and I just don't want that someone comes in the future and say, look, Joshua, you know, you did that. At least you could send me an SMS and explaining what you are doing. And this is why this is recorded. So it's not like you have to know. I don't care. We are already having everything more than enough stable. But if you find that can be beneficial for you, or that can be something exciting for you, or you feel that this is something, then, you know, it's the right time to step into that. Enjoy and have a beautiful day. Where you can join, Lana8wonder.com. You go there on Buy Lana, and you will need to wait until the free Lanas are going to be on the market, because they are limited. We need to wait another split so that Lanas come out of the Lana8wonder, or that we put them into the registration. It's not like, you know, they are here, I can sell you immediately. No. It's very limited liquidity here inside. And that's what is the most beautiful thing with Lana. This is why we all believe that have this value, because they are limited. And we all, where they are inside, we know that they are limited because they are nowhere, you know. Every time that where they are, I mean, the people just go on them, you know. And yeah, because they are very limited and things goes that way. Enjoy.